How you doing, everybody? This is Max Farrow. This is how to set up your email in your Metatrader 4 system in your basic training. All right, listen, setting up an email option is very easy through Metatrader 4. Not all indicators have an option to set up email notifications. So the ones that are on dexindicators.net that are in the advanced category, these ones do. So for those ones that will allow you to enable your email option, this is how you do it in the function. I'll be showing you that here in just a second. Now, before we move on and I show you this, you need to know that there are many things that can go wrong in setting this up. So if you follow every step here and it doesn't work out for your configuration, then simply Google setting up email in Metatrader 4 to find other solution as well. Now also, this system takes, and I use when I'm setting it up, my preference is using Google. So Metatrader 4 does not have an email system that it can use to send emails direct, okay? But it does have a process called Simple Mail Transfer Protocol, SMTP, and you'll see this in the setup process here. And we'll be borrowing Google's SMTP information to use it, but you have to have a Google Gmail account in order to do so. Out of that Gmail account, you will need just two things: the name of the email and the password to that account to make it all work. Let's go have a look. Okay, so here we are set up on the Dex indicators. I'm looking at my support and resistance system. And you'll see that, let me pull it over to a new one here so you can see a fresh install of it. Okay, I'm just going to pull Dex support and resistance. Now, down here where it says email alerts, it has a setting in here that says it's stated to false. So what I'm going to do is set that to true, and that will then start the process that every time there's an alert for the system, it'll send me an email through that information with my alert name. I could say support for USD JPY and hit OK. Now, just because we've set the email system to on, we have to now actually set up, for the first time, it's only one time that you have to do it. The actual system, like we had said, uses an SMTP. So up here under Tools, we click on to Tools, and we'll come down to Options, or Control-O on your keyboard. Under the Options section, you'll see all these different informations here. We don't really need to worry about anything else but, of course, sitting here, email. Now, don't click Enable just yet, because we want to be able to set up the, well, you have to click Enable for it to get the system started to fill out the information. Okay. Inside the description of this training, and even in this video, I'll have this detailed information. I won't have my email address, of course, or other information in it, but you will see I will have this smtp.gmail.com semicolon or colon 465. We are borrowing Gmail's SMTP information. So that's basically how you set that up. So you'll just copy and paste that smtp.gmail.com colon 465. You'll then put your email address in for the Gmail account. So mine being maxfarrow1@gmail.com. Please don't email me unless you want to get into working something out. And then, of course, your SMTP password, which is the password that would go to your Google account. The from and to sections are real simple to work with. You want it to show, usually you can have it show from the same exact email. Just say it's from this person, which is, you know, if it's going back to the same email, it's not a problem. So it doesn't really matter who it's from, okay? Sometimes this will matter for spam. Sometimes you'll get sent over to your spam folder if you use it from a different email address. But in this case, the to is one of the most important ones here. So if you're sending it to your Gmail account, go ahead and do that. If you want to send it to another email, maybe you have a Yahoo account, maybe you have something else, you could do that as well. Now, once you set up the variables, you simply just click Test. And this will give you a message here that'll say your messages were sent successfully and queued, and you would hit OK. Okay? And then simply just hit OK. Now, in order to see that emails are being sent, you want to come to View and come to Terminal. And under the terminal, under Journal, down here, you'll see it says Mail Test Sent. Now, let's jump over to the email system and let me see the test message that was sent. Now, here's my email. It was sent over. You'll see it says Client Terminal. And again, there we go. was sent by me by that email, and this is a test message. Now, depending on the indicator that you're using and the process you're using, you'll see multiple different emails, all from different things coming over, depending on your indicator. So if that indicator is like a support and resistance, it might have an alert name or a system name or something in there. So that's how you'll know that it's working. But the test system does show that it is working. So if you ever have an issue with whether or not emails are being sent over, it'll have it in this area. Sometimes it'll say rejected or failed or what have you. Make sure that you've set up the proper information. Maybe your password wasn't correct, or maybe you didn't get something right in that process. All right, so now that we have it set up and it's tested, just to let you know, every indicator that has this function for sending emails, when activated, will send an email to that destinational email that we have in there every single time. So if you have multiple indicators going that have that, enabling that options format for that email will immediately start that trail. And to turn them all off all at once, you can just simply uncheck the enable box in that system in there. I'm going to also go through each individual indicator in that series and check off the variable for email. What also to look for sometimes is that Gmail will see Metatrader 4 accessing your email as an intruder. So it might send you an email or a notification to say, hey, look, this system accessed your email from a remote location. Now, sometimes it'll see that if you're using your home computer, it might not see that as an intruder. Sometimes that'll happen when you're using a VPS to run your Metatrader 4 system. Okay, so in order to fix that, you just simply say that, yes, that was you, and it'll fix the system immediately. I want to thank you for your time. I hope this really helped you out in getting your email set up for notifications for advanced indicators. And my name is Max Farrell. This is DexIndicators.net. Hope to see you inside and wish you to trade well.